Hey YouTube, AI Addict here. Today I'm at NIO's San Jose headquarters in California where I'm going to be reviewing an ES6 as well as an ET7, and after this we're also going to be interviewing their North America CEO to ask them questions about their timeline on when they plan to phase into North America, as well as possibly questions about their charging network, battery swaps, and Nomi, which is their digital assistant that's within the car. I'm really excited to get this opportunity to come here, especially seeing how this is in my backyard. So far my first impressions of being in the vehicle, they're very comfortable, luxurious, and I can't wait to show you everything that's in store. So with that, let's get right to it. All right, today we're going to start on the outside of the vehicle, and for the color spec we have luminous orange. And if you're not familiar with the model, this is the ET7. The first thing you might notice that's a little different about this vehicle is that it actually isn't equipped with onboard LiDAR systems. This one is what they call the Oculus suite. You have one long-range LiDAR right here on the top. It includes 11 8-megapixel cameras, 5 radars, and 12 ultrasonics that allow it to be one of the most advanced ADAS systems on the planet. Additionally to that, you come over here to the back and it has a little gas tank like your typical car. It's very easy to open up, you can just press your hand right here, opens up automatically, and then to close it, well, first before I close it, you'll see that it has the CCS adapt capability. And we just push the button and it just goes all on its own. Follow me along to the back, you'll see that it has this really nice long brake bar that goes sweeps along the whole side, back, and around the vehicle. Up here you can see one of the rear cameras, and you can see a full glass roof. It's a three-part roof. But despite that, when you're inside, they claim that it stops 99.9% of UV rays. Since we're in the back of the vehicle, let's look at what the boot space looks like. They do have a button that's convenient right here by the license plate that allows it to automatically open. And they have a good amount of space here in the back to be able to fit, I'd say, at least 4 items of luggage back here, or however many groceries you might need. Unlike most vehicles, though, that are EVs that have storage space down here, the ET7 does not. A lot of people think that this is for the addition of extra batteries because this is available in a 75 kilowatt 100. In the future, they're going to have a 150 kilowatt option. But however, I'm going to debunk that today. This is actually so that way you can store all your emergency necessities back here. Additionally, you may not know this, but there's a subwoofer right here. If we pop this open, that's where the subwoofer is, and that's what takes up most of this space, and that is why there is no storage space down there. But I can't fault the vehicle for that though, because there is ample amount of storage space regardless, both in the back seat, and the front. But something to be aware of if you do choose to buy one. All right, Carlos, why don't you join me in the back seat so we can show them exactly how spacious this vehicle actually is. So you see, I'm 5'11", and I sit in here quite comfortably. I can put my legs out, and you can really tell that despite this being the back seat, really, they designed this to be for an executive who wants to be driven around. The reason I say that is if you come here to this touchscreen, like I said, touchscreen in the back, not only can you control the AC and music back here, but you can actually have massage seating. They have one called Cat Tap, and to be honest, when I just lay here, it's quite wonderful. It just feels like little cats are prodding on my back. It's quite comfortable. They have a relax setting as well for massage seats. They have heated and ventilated rear back seats, which is incredible. So that way when you're back here, you can truly feel like the executive you are when you're being driven around in China. And I'm excited to see them bring that to the States if they ever do. This leather is actually quite beautiful, and keep it in mind, I said leather, not pleather. This is genuine leather. Additionally, there's a ski pass back here with your armrest. Ski pass has a little bit of a cut through, so we can fit a couple skis, but not too many. Definitely not a snowboard pass. You're not without cup holders though. Right here, you can pull this little thing out, and you got 2 little cup holders. Additionally, if you look at this roof, they have this Alcantara. I don't know if this is real Alcantara or if it is a synthetic. I'll have to ask someone. But if you look closely inside it, you'll see these little dots in it that allow you to maybe imply that there's microphones in the headboard. Now you can see exactly how spacious it is back here. Let's move to the front seat and see exactly how spacious it is in the front. All right, so now in the front seat, we can see that there are 2 displays up here. You have the driver-centered display right in front of you, and you also have your community display that's just right here in the dash. I really like the wood and the texture they have used for all the surrounding pieces. But what's another fascinating piece about this vehicle is, Carlos, if you may, focus on this piece. Not only can this open this direction so that we can access all of your little accessories down here, but you can open it this direction. It opens both ways. How cool is that? Inside of here you have a USB-C and a USB port, but you know, most vehicles have that, but most vehicles don't have this. We got our gear shift model up here. It's actually quite cool. You just pull back for drive, push forward for reverse, and then just like you're fighting a little fighter pilot, you push your little thumb in and it goes in park. And what I'm really noticing here for the first time, because a lot of this is my first impressions, there's a heads-up display, which my Tesla, and I don't think any Tesla has that. Very cool, very neat, and I love that. What most vehicles don't have as well is this Nomi system. So if you look over here, they have this little device up here at the front. It's kind of similar to a Siri or an Alexa. So let's try it out. Hey Nomi.
Hello.
Can you give me a massage?
No problem.
And wow, just like that, it starts giving me a little cat tap, and I just feel it instantly in my back. That was so instant. Additionally, inside this display, we have the ability to go through ambient lightings. It's kind of hard to tell since it's kind of daytime, but underneath all the trim pieces and all along here, there's all these different colors that I can change the vehicle to. If you look here on the screen, you can see kind of where they will come out. You can change them to all different kinds of colors, which is really, really cool. In conclusion, this is so much nicer than any Tesla product I've ever sat in. I am blown away, and I haven't even driven the vehicle yet. So with that, let's get the car and drive, and let's start driving it and see what our first impressions are on the road. We now have the keys. The car is officially in drive, and we are going to leave the NIO campus and go off for a drive in San Jose, California on the public roads. So excited. Incredible experience, and I can tell right off the bat, this car is a lot more comfortable than most of the other cars I've driven. The steering wheel is wider, seats are bigger, and more plush. As Joanne, you were saying, it's built to European standards, I guess you could say.
Yes, this car is available in China and also in Europe, where we are available in Norway, Sweden, the Netherlands, Denmark, and Germany.
So for those guys who are wondering who Joanne is in the background, she's head of PR for NIO North America. Very happy for her to come on the ride with us. Is there anything you might want to mention to us, Joanne, right off the bat about this vehicle?
Sure. This is the ET7. It is our flagship sedan. Prior to the ET7, we had SUVs only. So we're very proud of this car.
I absolutely love it. You can tell that they definitely did a good job and great work sourcing this material. It's a texture I have not only have I never seen in a car before, I don't think I've ever really seen it in my life before. And I like it quite a lot. So right now we still have it set to the fastest acceleration. So I'm going to come over here into the right lane. I'm going to be very safe about this since we're on public roads. I'm going to give it the beans.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
You have it on Sport Plus.
Yeah. I gave it the beans and she's got the beans. You can definitely feel a kickback, a tilt even in the suspension. Wow. I loved it. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. 60. Wow. It has that initial acceleration you expect from any other EV on the road, whether it's a Rivian, Tesla, NIO, that for the matter. But it is quicker than my Model 3. It's probably, I would say, on par in between a Model 3 long range and a Model 3 performance in terms of that acceleration and that kick you get from it. But what you don't see similar to the Tesla is that this is a far more comfortable and smooth acceleration, which is hard to say because when it comes to electric vehicles, accelerations are already really smooth, and this car just takes it to a next level. Joanne, how did they make this car so comfortable?
So design has always been one of our key factors at NIO. We consider ourselves a lifestyle company, not just a car company. In addition to the car, we also have the NIO House, we have the NIO app. So it's all built around comfort, supporting performance and style. Everything that you want in any kind of living space that you can possibly think of.
You really can tell that the materials they sourced and that they use for this car are above other models. Most car companies try to cut corners. Like you look at Volkswagen, when they're more of like an economy car, but even Audi, some of the buttons in them are plastic, and you can really tell and feel that these are plastic materials in what they claim a luxury vehicle. And this car, everywhere I look around, the materials sourced are just, they feel the textures, it's just next level. It really stands apart from what we see here in the United States, and I wish we could have these. One thing that I have now just realized as a first impression of this vehicle is that the display right in front of me is actually showing all the vehicles around me. It's showing me pretty much a full-on visualization of what it's seen as a vehicle, which I think is really cool. I'm used to the Tesla kind of having it here in the middle of the screen,
Yeah, it's super awesome. You've also got that heads-up display, so you can see all of your speed indications, lane markings. If you have navigation running, it'll give you turn-by-turn directions.
Is there any ADAS features that we can test out today, or no? Are they limited here?
Yeah, they're limited due to
regulation
being in the U.S.
Yeah, viewers at home, I'd love to show you those ADAS features that, you know, those LiDARs and all those ultrasonics on this car for, but, you know, as Owen just said, we can't do that due to the limitations of where we are. Those are only available in China, as far as I'm aware.
China and the European market.
Oh, the European market as well.
Yes.
So if you're watching this video in Europe, which I know a lot of you probably are, hey, go test that for me. Send me some video clips, you know, let me know how it is. Something that I do notice a bit different is the size of the steering wheel. It is a massive steering wheel. I feel it's more like a boat. You know, Model 3 and all these other cars, they're more meant to be sporty sedans, where if you go to the Rolls Royces and some of those more grand touring vehicles, you do get that boat-like steering wheel. And this one definitely showcases that.
It's a big, comfortable steering wheel. It's heated as well. Being in California, people don't think about it, but it gets cold in the morning, and you gotta have those heated seats and heated steering wheel. Yeah, so as you're slowing down, because we're in the Sport Plus mode, as we start slowing down, it'll raise the suspension because it knows that, hey, you're probably going into a residential area, so let's not bottom the car out.
So if anyone's curious on how efficient this vehicle is, we're currently gaining 17.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So we'll put a little calculation down below right here on the screen so you can understand what that means. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing right now. I'm a good boy, and I did a little bit of spirited driving over there on the on-ramp, and it handled it so smooth. Typically with my Tesla, I usually feel it throwing me a little bit, like when I do a little chicane from one turn to another, you really can feel that weight transfer. With 4 people in this car, there was very little weight transfer, if none at all, probably due to that battery being so heavy and below us as well. It really felt similar to a Porsche Panamera S on the racetrack in terms of its handling right there in that chicane. So something to keep in mind if this is a vehicle you're looking to buy if you're in that European or Chinese market. Just unbelievably comfortable. Way more comfortable than any Tesla product I've ever sat in. I probably said that a lot, YouTube, but I mean, I gotta make it hit home to you guys. Like, this is a different level product. It makes sense why Elon a couple weeks ago was flying to DC and trying to meet with regulators for AI and Chinese tech, because if I was him, I would be scared too of this coming to America, because this would make his products just look dated as hell. I hate to say it. I love my Tesla. I'm a big shareholder. I want to make money there, but China is the future. And this drive right here is one of many key milestones in my life that I'm realizing this. And I just cannot wait for NIO to come to the U.S. market and on U.S. soil. Owen, do you want to show me what this selfie mode is? Apparently,
Yeah,
I've never had a car
absolutely.
take a selfie of me before.
Hey, Nomi,
Yes?
please take a selfie.
Okay.
Everybody
3,
look up here.
2, 1. Know me.
And there you are. There is a Nomi selfie.
Dude, that's so cool. I mean, that's a lot better than my car farting, that's for sure. I'd rather have that than it fart. Thank you so much for watching today's video on the NIO ET7. If you're interested in buying this car, just know that they start at just below $63,000 for the 70 kilowatt hour version. Actual price is right here. If you enjoyed the video, please do like it and share with your friends. It really does help us. And feel free to subscribe, because we're gonna have a lot more content with NIO coming your way. We also have an ES6 review that we need to post. We also have an ET5 coming our way. Additionally, we sat down with the North America CEO of NIO, who was kind enough to do a fantastic interview with us. So that is coming our way on our channel as well. So make sure you are subscribed, and so that way you don't miss out on these great opportunities and these videos coming your way. Additionally, I'm happy to announce the launch of an all-new coffee company that was started by a couple friends and I. Down in our description below, there is a link to access the coffee with a promo code if you want to get your first bag of coffee beans today. We have a lot more information to share with you guys in the future. This is obviously just our first announcement, but we would appreciate it if you followed our social media pages. We could use all the support we could get. Link down in the description, and make sure you follow social media pages, because we will be doing giveaways out in the future, and you do not want to miss those updates. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching the NIO ET7 video today, and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on all that future NIO content we have coming your way. See you next time. Goodbye.